What is up and welcome back. So, I didn't plan on being back this morning, but something interesting popped up and I thought we would have a chat about it. So, at my surprise, I uploaded the first Foodie video and literally within minutes, seconds of it uploading, I was getting ready to chill and I noticed, getting ready to take my makeup off and noticed that Foodie was live. So I noticed, hey, wait a minute, it's an open chat. Hot dog, we'll check it out. And I seen some of you guys in there. Shout out to everybody that was in there and witnessed what I'm going to discuss. So I want to put a trigger warning at the beginning of this. We are going to talk a bit about abuse and I don't want to speak for her, so I want to make that very clear, but I kind of want to discuss a little bit of what the chat was about. I do not know exactly what she was talking about. I want to make that very clear. I am not speaking for her. I am just want to kind of have a little chat, an open discussion about what the stream kind of went and took a wild turn at the end, per se. Okay. So the chat started out all right, and it was just typical Foodie. Pete's was in there hanging out. It was just typical, her smoking the cheapest, doing her thing. So then I stepped out to finish. I had a video to do. Check out my blinged brushes tumbler and check out my little random haul. So I stepped out during that, went ahead, wrapped that video up, titled it, got it set up, got it ready to go, and off it went. So once I got that done, I went back in the chat and I thought, wow, she's still live. Let's go ahead and see what is shaking. So I went back a little bit in the chat and then I was like, well, this is the same old shenanigans. Then I'll jump to when it was live. So when I went back through, it was just her kind of cutting a rug as usual, being funny, being silly, talking about different sexual positions, different adult things, if you catch my drift, hanging out in the bedroom. So I went ahead prior, like I said, and skipped to where the chat was live and rolling at that time. So the whole vibe completely changes. I start to notice. So her eyes are very teary. Now, yes, she was on the Chibas. She was smoking. So, but I also noticed a very grim, it's like she almost wanted to cry in a way, in my opinion. And again, I want to tell you, these are only my opinions. These are not facts. This is just what I gathered throughout the stream. I didn't know it would be deleted. It is currently deleted. I don't know if Just Saying or somebody picked it up along the way. I was going to actually pick it up and, but it was so long. And then it was like she said my name a couple times. So I was going to screen that just for, shits and giggles. Just something funny to play during my streams or during a parody or something. So I didn't think to go back and grab it. Like I said, I really thought that the stream was going to stay up. So I was like, well, I'll just clip the little Kaya Simon's life parts at the end. Cool, whatever. Have it. Funny times. Good stuff. Hee hee ha ha. Use it in a parody, like I said. Or just whatever. Just silly stuff for us to play and goof around with. So, as I notice, it's like, again, these are my opinions. So it's like the stream is going on. Everybody's talking. Again, it's an open chat. And open chat, if you don't know, is where everybody can talk and not just the members only. So it's like the whole stream, the vibe just, it completely changes. I mean, it went from funny, silly, Chantel as usual, to a very grim. You could really tell that something was on her mind genuinely. It almost to me looked like she wanted to cry. Her thoughts were just bubbling and she really kind of wanted to get something off her chest. But there was just that hesitation because the chat was kind of 50-50 that I noticed. It was people still wanting her to be accountable for her past and present actions. And then it was her regular people. And then, just people, trolling, being silly. Just, it was just a mixture. A mixture as people as usual. So as time progresses, now I want again put this a trigger warning ahead just to put out there. I know the other day I absolutely messed up and did the Shannon Rose video, and I apologize for that. I did go back and title it, but I am sorry. Some of you, it did trigger, and, you know, I did offend, and it did. So I do want to apologize for that. Offer up why we're sitting here talking. That I apologize for that. And I do, honestly, when I'm discussing things like that, I really need to pay better attention. Sorry, I moved down here because the dogs were asleep, and now they moved down here. Simon, what are you doing, bud? Hey. Sorry, he's over there doing something. I moved down here to get away from them and let them sleep, and here they are. So, trigger warning, let's move back to that. So, let's move forward, and again, this does talk about abuse. So, I want to put that out there, clear, make sure if this ain't your, you know, you're going through something or dealing with something right now, or it's just too much of a topic right now, go check out some of my lighter videos. There's plenty of different things. Okay. How can I talk about this without feeling like I'm talking for her? And I don't want to get any rumors started. I don't want to spill the beans. Actually, I don't have any beans to spill. I just want to, I guess all I can say is I want to speculate what I think is going on. Again, these are not facts. I want to put that out there. Please do not go say Kaya Simon's Life said. This is just what is in my head. This is my opinion. So she asked the chat, she says, literally, have any of you guys been in a abusive relationship? Blatantly asked that. Now that to me took it as something's brewing, something's going on, something has happened, what is going on? Many people have speculated and thought there's bruises on her arms, there's bruises up here. Things don't seem to be taking a good turn with this guy. And again, I am not saying this guy. I do not know this guy. This just is the person that she's been hanging out with that we know of. So right then and there, it was boom. What do we say? Flag on the field, red flag immediately. Something is brewing. Something has happened. So she kind of dwindles and darts around. She kind of wants to tell that. Well, she does kind of want to tell. You can see in her eyes, and it's right there at the tip of her tongue. But I think with all the different things that were going on in the chat, some people were saying, yes, spill the beans. Excuse me. Some people were saying, no, go talk to a therapist. You guys, not to be mean, she's not going to talk to a therapist. Here was my thought with this. I thought if she spills the beans, at least A, it's open and up there. So people can hold her accountability and say, look, this guy isn't good for you. You need to get away from him clearly. Break camp ASAP. And that's what I said in the chat. If things aren't going good, I've been in a relationship like that, unfortunately, for years and years. If things aren't going good now, there's only downhill to go from then. It's only going to get worse. If it's starting out this early in the game, and the person that I was with, it took years to get to that point. You know, but if it's starting out this early, only a couple months, not even a year, imagine in a year or 2 or 3, what things are going to be like if she made the wrong decision. You know, there's the whole thing of up in the air moving. What if she would move with this person? This is going on, and that would be a whole can of worms. I literally had to do that. I just left. The person had bleached my clothes, tore up, it was around Christmas, it was like a row of stuff in the bathtub. It was all the new electronics we had gotten for Christmas with bleach water, and then it was my clothes on top and my purses. And when I walked in, I was like, what is that smell? All I could smell was chemicals, and all I could smell was, I was like, man, it smells like swimming. Like, it wasn't connecting to me. Well, I go upstairs to use the restroom and look around. Sure enough, it's like one of the old school porcelain bathtubs that's set up out, and there was all my stuff. I mean, I just started pulling it out, and I was trying to salvage some of the clothes. Some of them had brand new price tags on. It was at the time I was dancing. Nothing was salvageable. I mean, there was not a daggone thing in the whole pile. And I mean, this bathtub was heaping full. I mean, he just threw everything. But anyways, long story short, I got at the relationship. We've come to terms. You know, I did some bad things. He did some bad things. It just became toxic at the end. And thank God now, you know, we can be kosher and know that we moved on, and that was the right thing to do. So back to Foodie. So that's why I was trying to explain to Foodie that, hey, you know, I have offered the door, opened the door for you. If you want to talk to me, the offer is still out there. Yes. Now, here's the other thing with that. People saying in the chat, I wish you would talk to Kaya. I wish you would talk to Kaya. Now, I am not a therapist. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a doctor. I do not have a degree. All I can do is give her what I've been through, what I've went through, and give her my input, coping mechanisms, things that have helped me. You know, sometimes it's just good to have a stranger looking in upon things and tell you, hey, this is a stranger's point of view. This is how we see it. You know, because sometimes when it's people that you love or the other partner or somebody that they know, you know, tides can be swayed. Well, you know, it's your fault, or you're doing this, or yada, 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 or simply, you know, they don't know all the bits to the story. So sometimes an outsider is good to have look at it and say, you know, hey, this is what we see. This is the things that you show us. This is what you've laid out to us. And this is what, you know, I've been through. I've been through that situation. I'm a recovering addict, like I said. So there's a lot of things that honestly, you know, like I said, mine was downers, hers was uppers, but still there's different, you know, we got different things in common. Like I said, I have anxiety, PTSD, severe depression, been diagnosed with it, but I'm just saying I can give points of view, what I've been through in my recovery process, what I go through. Actually, I need to get my ass to sleep. I have a counseling and doctor's appointment today, this afternoon, so what I'm doing awake right now, but I really felt compelled to make this because this is where I have such a strange relationship with Chantal, and I'm sure some of you guys are in the same shoes. I see it in the chats, and I see it throughout my comment section, her comment section, other people's comment section. It's such a weird... As a human being, it's like one part of me gets so frustrated with her. And you can tell by the last video that I made, I was over it. It had been a crazy week. I felt like she was in that smirky. She was in that know-it-all. Like, that's why it's like I really have trouble sometimes. Some videos, it's like I'm done, I'm through, I'm aggravated. This is what it is. And then other points of view, I'm still a human and I still have a big heart and I still am like, it sucks to watch somebody go through this, and it sucks to watch somebody go through things when you've literally been through majority of these things. And you can see the red flags and you can say, whoa, stop, put out a roadblock right now. Don't go down that road. Don't go down that path. I'm going to save you a lot of time that I wished I would have saved myself. And that's where the other part of me is like, damn, sometimes it's like, oh, I'm so frustrated. And then other times I'm like, gosh, I wish she would just, it's like, I'm going to be like, come on. You're coming to my boot camp. You're going to sit down with me. We're going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to show you these tools. I'm going to show you these coping mechanisms. We can help to help each other, and it'll work out. But like I was saying, at the end of the day, you know, people were saying, I wish you'd get a hold of Kaya. The only person that can help Foodie is Foodie at the end of the day. You can lead a horse to water, but will they drink is the question. I can give her all my knowledge, all the things I've been through, tell her this, that, the other, but will she take that into consideration, and will she do the legwork to work on herself? That's the big factor here. That's where, you know, I can say this and I can say that, but to really get the ball rolling and to get the ball off the ground, she's got to put in the dedication, the hard work, and able for everything to pay off in her life just like I have had to do. And I want to put this out here. Somebody said, in her chat that, I don't know everything. I want to put that out here. In no shape, way, or form am I saying that my life is perfect and I don't struggle from day to day still myself. I want to put that out there. I am far from perfect. Hell, I'm probably not even half perfect. I'm a work in progress like myself. But each day that I stay clean, each month I stay clean, each year, like I said, I had agoraphobia where I wouldn't leave the house for like a whole year straight. Each, getting back out there, doing things, hanging out with my family, just going outside, taking a swim in the pool by myself, being outdoors, taking the dogs for a walk, going to the store, whatever the case may be, that is a right step in the right direction for me. So I want to put that out there that I'm in no shape, way, or form got my shit together 100% in any shape, way, or form. But, as far as, like I said, me being able to, say, look, I've been through this. It's not going to end well. It never does. That's where I can give my opinions and my help. So, I see people all the time. I've seen people say, Kaya, you're not a therapist. You're not a doctor. No, I've never proclaimed to be. I've never said I was. I'm far from that. I've got more street knowledge than book smart. I want to put that out there too. You guys know all the time I say silly words. Sometimes, yes, I know, guys, it's not Pacific, it's specific. I say that. It's just words that I've said throughout the years that I've made my own. My family, it even gets on their nerves. I call roast beef roast beast. My grandma absolutely gets annoyed. And it's just funny things that I say, just quirky little dumb things that I say, I don't know, to entertain myself, I guess. So anyways, so it goes back to half the chat again is this, half the chat again is that, and with so many different personalities, you're going to have so many opinions, so many outlooks. And I did make a comment and I said, you might as well get it out. Because it's right there. You can tell she wants to tell somebody and she wants to get it out. And you guys know damn well, as far as I do, right now at this present point in time, she's not going to go to counseling. Maybe down the road, I don't know. But not at this present time. I just don't see that happening. She also makes a comment that the last 2 months, now don't quote me on how I word this. Like I said, I don't have to go back, or I'm not able to go back and re-look at it. But the way I gathered it as, she said the last 2 months were, basically she was like someone that she didn't want to be, and she just didn't kind of like, it seemed like she didn't like how things were going. Now that's weird because I got the complete opposite, hold on. Sorry, these two are just, I got the complete opposite, thought of what it looked like to me. She was having a good old time. Things were, she was happy. She was had this false sense of confidence. But now that I do look back, it does make sense. Okay, you're partying. Things are going fast. You're losing track of days because you're staying busy partying. Your mind is being, fogged by substances. So now that I do look back, it does make sense. Here's another thing. It's like, is she been partaking all weekend, and now this is the big come down that we've seen before. This is where people get aggravated, and this is where even it's like, okay, you say these things that you want to break the bubble, you want to get out of the norm, you want to try and change things around, but then it's like, okay, we go to bed, we say all this, and then the next day, things are back to square one. Things are back. I didn't say that. It's crazy. What are you talking about? Or people bring it up. I noticed this in the chat too. Everybody was saying this. You'll bring it up, and then it's like, boom, wiped out, on to the next one, and then you'll be back at Nadar's, a couple days later or a couple weeks later. So that's kind of where I come in all the time, and I'm like, oh, it's so aggravating as a viewer, as a watcher, because it's like you see this and you're like, man, you really wish this person could pull it together. And then it's like the next week, it's like a slap in the face. It's like, oh, everything's okay. Leave me alone, guys. I don't need help. Everything's good. And then the next minute, it's like, oh, well, I'm feeling down and sucks. And so that's where the roller coaster of Foodie, that's where a lot of people that she doesn't understand. A lot of people have been down this roller coaster ride before. They've taken the road or the roller coaster many, many times, and they're sick of the same old ride. And that's what I don't think she understands. It's like, okay, we've played this game before. We've said this, just like the failed diets. And I hate to compare it to that, but that's the only thing, you know, with her that I really know to compare it to, that I've watched and has been a routine in her, is I want to get healthy. I don't want to get healthy. I do want to get healthy. Okay, guys, this is it. How many food funerals? How many? Okay, this is it. After tonight, guys, we're going to take a walk. We're going to do healthy. Now, I don't know. This is probably, well, I'm sure it is, unfortunately, the same old saga that we're used to seeing. But I do think that something has happened. I do think, I don't know if, again, these are my opinions. I have not talked to her, so, you know, don't say Kaya said. Did she get robbed, maybe, in a transaction? Did somebody run off with her money? Did she get hit? Pushed around? I don't know. Is he being mean to her? Could he have threatened to, hey, I'm going to expose you if you don't do this for me? That is another thing that she really has to watch, is when you are dealing with people. And I know she's not, you know, PewDiePie or Mr. Beast out here, or, you know, Jeffree Star or Tana, or, you know, any, you know, the giant YouTube channels, you know, Jenna Marbles or something, that she's got a giant stature, but she does have a little bit of a following, and she does have a presence with her group of people, her little fans. So it's like, you really have to watch that when you're dealing with people, and dealing with strange people, is they see the stuff that you have, you know, as far as this online presence, and could say, well, give me this, that, or this, or I'm going to expose you for what we've been doing, or yada, 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 or I don't know, just holding stuff over her head. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I don't know what to think. I feel like it's going to be an interesting week. Now, the weird thing also is that I noticed this late night bees in stream. I think it was called Late Night Bees, I want to say. Late Night Bees, if I'm not mistaken. It was very late in the evening. So did she just wake up and was at home and then decide to stream? Or did something pop off at Buddy's house and then she came home and that's why she's feeling some sort of way? Is something could have popped off tonight? So I don't know. So I think it's going to be an interesting week. Again, like I said, guys, I don't know. I've tried to talk to her. I've emailed her. I've emailed her a couple times. One day I seen that I had a missing private call, but, hell, that could have been anyone. That could have been a bill collector, freaking Spain. I mean, anything, you guys know. So I even emailed her back that day when I had the private call, and I said, sorry, I was busy, you know, I'm home now, yada, 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 but I never received call. So I don't ever know if that was her. She never mentioned that, you know, in my knowledge, that she reached out to me, but I did tell her tonight that my offer stands. You know, she does definitely frustrate me, and that's why I wonder if, you know, her mods or somebody says, you know, hey, Kaya has a channel. Don't email her, don't message her, don't get a hold of her. She's got a channel over there, you know, and legitimately it is not for that. If she ever reached out to me for confidence, I would never, confidentiality, I would never ever say anything. That is not how I roll. I don't care who it may be. I would never, that is not how I roll. It could be a person off the street, my best friend, Foodie, any of you on the internet. That is not how I roll. I would not put her business out there. So I do want to make that very clear, that You know, there would never be a video of I talked to Foodie. Now, if there's something, you know, she wanted to get on the channel and, you know, discuss things with us, cool. But without her permission, I would not honestly do that. So, Foodie, if you see that, you don't have to worry about that. That is not how I get down. I like to put my confidence in people and know that I get that back. And I don't get down like that. So, I don't know what to expect, guys. I clearly have no idea. Is it again going to be wake up and game on? She kept mentioning Nashville chicken sandwiches. Is it going to be the same old? She mentioned maybe doing some cleaning. I don't know. It would be nice to see her get up, stay home, clean. And that's another thing. It's like, I know she hates doing these simple little things, but at the end of the day, it pays off. When you got your sheets clean and you're laying in your clean bed, or you just got your floor swept or mopped or vacuumed and your laundry's done, it's a great feeling at the end of the day. So I think it'd be nice if she would stay in, work on some things a little bit, pick up the house. But who knows, like I said, is this just going to be erased, wiped away like nothing ever happened? She did say she might mention what is going on with whatever happened in a members only chat. She said that it was very hard to deal with the different, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, yes, there's a million gazillion different, you know, personalities out here, opinions, but that kind of like, to me, I was like, really, you know, like, that to me said that you just want to make it in your little bubble. You don't want to hear what everyone else has to say. And that kind of made me mad and kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, well, if you pay me, I will share my story with you. But you can't comment because you're not a paying member. You can hear it, but you can't say anything about it. So that always gets me the wrong way. People have said, you know, Kaya, are you going to start memberships? And like I told you guys before, if I would ever start memberships, that would not be, I mean, maybe we do like a pool party, or I don't even know. I don't even think that I would. That's definitely like, I've tossed it up in my mind. A, I know times are rough. B, I would never put my live streams to where only members can type. I just think that to block people out and make it such a inclusive, I just couldn't do that. I couldn't. So, I don't know, guys. We'll see. So, alright, guys. I need to lay my down. I am like, holy mongooses. I'm going to have to get up. I need to get this off. Get ready for counseling. I got to take Simon to the vet. He had some kind of weird rash, like I mentioned. Now it's gone, but the hell, I'm still going to take him. Just get a checkup. It's been 6-7 months, so why not? You know, they were backed up with what's going on in the world. I'm just going to take him. Everything is fine with him. He's not due for any shots or anything, but like I said, it took me like 5-6 days to get this time slot, so I might as well just take him in there, get him checked over. And so I know too that I keep saying we have a really cool announcement and something coming up. Sorry, speaking of the little devil. Come here, Simon. Say hello. Come here, Mr. Pig. Say, I got into something in the yard, guys. Say, I did. There's no snackies. Simon. Sugar bear. Here comes Shuckles. Alright, this tripod is... Say hi, Piggy boy. Oh, goodness. Alright, guys. Say, I'm a little piggy boy. I'm a piggy boy. To a sleepy piggy boy. I wish you could see his little tail. Alright, buddy. Let's get you guys tucked back in. Can I put you down and we can see Sugar Bear? Alright, hold on, guys. Come here, Boogie Lou. Say hi too, guys. Say hi too. Look, Lulu. Look, Sugar Bear. Shuggy, look. Say hi, Lulu. Say hi, Lulu. Say hi. Say she's a baby too. She's a big baby. Yeah, she's a baby. I wish you could see her tail. Say she's a baby too. Say she wants up in this chair, but she's too big. Say she's too big. Say we can't fit. Say sometimes you let me sit in the chair. she's tired. Says she's grumpy. I always tell her that. Says she's grumpy. She's grumpy. She's grumpy. You smell good. Yes, you do. Say we got baths. All right, Shuggy, get down, my love. Get down. Come on. Sorry, guys. I got to hold this tray. I'm like, not today, Captain. All right, guys. Well, have a great day. I will see you guys back. Hey, comment. Stop it. Fight for who gets my attention. Simon is just a little shit. Like, Simon is more like the aggressor than Sugar Bear, believe it or not. Sugar Bear's pretty chill, and Simon will be like... All right, guys, have a great day. Have a great night. I will see you guys back in a little bit. Like I said, I've got a full afternoon of things that I need to take care of, so it'll probably be mid-evening. I do want to do a live stream. I know people keep asking, and I love the live streams. No, like people like, oh, you're going to turn into doing live streams all the time. You guys, the live streams are great to interact with you guys. If I get lonely sometimes, it's a great interaction. So, you know... That's why I do the live streams. And plus, if there's something popping, it's awesome to catch it. If there's something going on, everybody can share their opinion, share their thoughts. So, all right, guys, have a great day. I will see you guys back later tonight. Love you guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, or you're still subscribed. I know some people, different channels, have been saying that they get on people's channels and somehow they've been unsubscribed. So, leave me a thumbs up. It truly helps. Leave me a comment, even if it's emoji. What do y'all think? I think something popped off. Keep it nice in the comments. Words, guys, just be careful. Like I said, last week was a really bad week. A lot of my stuff was limited or no at all. And again, you know, it helps buy things we need for the channel. I don't make $1 million on here, so what little bit I do make does tremendously help. I run 2 internets, so. All right, guys. Love you guys. See you later. Have a great day, great night. And Kaya is out. Oh, my goodness. I'll be glad to get these fixed, too. Bye, guys.